Have you ever felt like giving up after making a big mistake? Like everything you did was for nothing? Sometimes, when we fail, we only see the pain. We don't see the lesson. But what if mistakes are not the end, but just the beginning of something deeper? What if every fall is a step towards something greater? Today, I'll tell you a short story. But first, let's learn a few words together so the story is easy to understand. Let's start with this expression, ananke. This is a Greek word that means necessity or fate. In ancient philosophy, ananke is the force that makes certain things happen, things we can't control. It reminds us that sometimes life takes a path we didn't choose, but we must still move forward with courage. Kind of like when your internet goes out and fate decides it's time to reflect or take a nap. Next word, arete. This is a Greek word. It means excellence, but not just doing something well. Arete means being the best version of yourself in mind, body, and spirit. It's not about winning or being perfect. It's about living with purpose and doing what is right. Kind of like when you finally fix that thing at home by yourself and feel like a wise philosopher, or at least a champion. And now, aletheia. This Greek word means truth, but not just facts. It's the deep truth that is hidden and must be uncovered. In philosophy, it means seeing things clearly as they really are, not how we wish they were. Like finally understanding someone's silence says more than their words ever did. Now that these words are clear, we can begin our story. Yuko never liked running, but one day, after a long night of thinking, she put on her shoes and stepped outside. Not to go far, not to break any records, just to run. She didn't know why. Maybe it was the quiet. Maybe it was the feeling that something inside her needed to move before it turned into stone. The path was empty. The sky was pale. Her thoughts were loud. Something had shifted in her life recently. Not outside, but deep inside. A silent kind of pressure, like an anki, pushing her forward. Not with violence, but with quiet force. She didn't want to run, but she had to. Each morning, she ran a little more. Each step felt heavy. Her chest burned. Her legs complained. Some days, she wanted to stay in bed, pull the blanket over her eyes, and forget this strange journey. But she didn't. A few weeks later, her body changed. Not much, but enough. The real change, though, wasn't in her body, it was in her thoughts. She started asking better questions. Not, why am I so tired? But, why do I give up so easily? Not, when will this get easier? But, how can I keep going even when it doesn't? Yuko started writing in a small notebook after every run, just a line or two. Not goals, not numbers, thoughts, feelings, fragments. And in that quiet habit, something new appeared. She began to see her effort as more than exercise. She saw it as arete, choosing to live with strength and honesty. Not being perfect, just trying to meet the day with her full self. And when she skipped a run, she didn't punish herself. She just breathed, opened her notebook, and wrote. Some days, excellence means knowing when to rest. Seasons passed. The morning runs became part of her life, like brushing teeth. Not exciting, not special, but deep. One cold morning, she stopped in the middle of the path. The trees were bare. The wind touched her face. Everything was still. In that moment, she felt something open inside her. Not joy, not sadness, just aletheia, a quiet truth. That she didn't run to win, she didn't run to escape. She ran to remember who she was becoming, and maybe who she had always been. Sometimes, the quiet things we do, like running, writing, or simply showing up, change us the most. Not all growth is loud. Some strength is quiet. Some truth is soft, but it stays with us. And little by little, it builds the person we were always meant to be. If you found yourself connecting with Yuko's journey mindset, The New Psychology of Success by Carol S. Dweck might offer some valuable insights. This book explores the power of having a growth mindset, the idea that we can develop our abilities through effort, learning, and persistence. If you've ever struggled with doubt or felt stuck in your own growth, this could be a great read to help shift your perspective. I've added a link to the book in the description below if you'd like to explore more. If you found this video helpful, a like would be wonderful. It helps more people discover these lessons and join our learning journey. Feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation going. If you'd like to stay on track with your English learning, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so we can continue exploring together. Thanks for being part of this community. And remember, learning English is a marathon, not a sprint. But hey, you've got this.